Hey everyone, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing kind of like a haul and a physical book versus ebook comparison, because the more I read this year, the more I'm starting to notice there is a difference. Not just because one is paper you can hold in your hands and flip about. There's definitely a reading difference. So anyway, first let's get to my haul. I went to Barnes & Noble's yesterday. I walked out with one book. I do not like to buy books that are new like that. I'd much rather go to a used bookstore or yard sale or even the library and get books, because I shouldn't. Not that I'm against paying for them, it's just that, like, with going to yard sales and thrift stores, you're being more green, you're being more environmentally friendly, and you get to reuse those books that someone else didn't want. Otherwise, we would just have, like, a accumulation of books somewhere, or they would be all, like, stacked in our house and everything. And, like, if you're like me, I don't really like clutter that much. So, I bought my first sort of full-priced book yesterday. And let me tell you how hard it was to pick out a book that I was spending more than $5 on. But I chose The Good, the Bad, and the Smug by Holt. It sounds really good. I've never heard of this author before, but he kind of reminds me of Christopher Moore. I think I read Lamb by him, but it says on the back, "New evil, same as the old evil, but with better PR." Mordak isn't bad as far as Goblin Kings go. When someone or something starts pumping gold into the human kingdoms, it puts its rule into serious jeopardy. Suddenly, he's locked in an arms race with species whose arms are once considered merely part of a calorie-controlled diet. Helped by an elf with a background in journalism and a master's degree in being really pleased with herself, Mordak sets out to discover what on earth, if indeed that's where he is going on. He knows that the truth is out there, if only he could remember where he put it. So it seems like a really fun read. It's about 350 pages, so not that big. But then it hurt. I should never do this, but I wondered if my library had more of his books, and they did, and they had this one, but didn't have some of the other ones I want to read. So if this goes all well, then I'll be buying more by this author very slowly, and hopefully at thrift stores if possible. Then, I went to the library today. I returned Agatha Christie's The Body in the Library. Excellent book. I will always recommend Agatha Christie to anyone who loves mysteries. That was my third book I read by her. But, of course, being me, I could have done the drive-thru for the book slot, but I just chose to go in. I kind of had hold for a book anyway. I don't think I got the email then, but I decided to see if the book was in, and I just didn't get the email yet. And I got it. But, of course, I perused the shelves and ended up with 5 more books. 5 more. So, we have Cinder, which I've seen a lot on BookTube lately, especially from Dawn, Dinosaur in the Library. And she absolutely loves this, and I kind of think my taste in books are kind of like her taste in books. So, this is a little more sci-fi than what I really like. But hopefully I can get through this. It sounds like a really awesome book, and I love fairy tales and fairy tales adaptations, so we'll see how this goes. I've been meaning to get to this book for a very long time now, and I think this will be the next book I read. Mockingjay by Susanne Collins. It's been a while since I've read the first and second one, but I do remember enough to continue on to the third. And hopefully, I should actually have bought this because I own the other two, but decided just to get a library because it was convenient. And we'll see. We'll see. I finally get to finish a trilogy. I am horrible at finishing series and trilogies and whatnot. It's and I start new ones, like I started Assassin, I think it's called the Assassin's Trilogy by Robin Hobb. And I went through the first book, it was pretty good. Then I have the second book on my shelf now, which I need to read. But the third one, I need to get online, because unless like I happen to find it in the thrift store, if I really want to read it, I'll have to order online. But then I also started the Stephanie Plum mysteries, and they're really good. But I don't think I'll ever probably get through all of them. Then there's I guess you can count like Agatha Christie's Miss Marple and Hercule Poirot mysteries as a series. Start that. I had the Cat Who books. I've never finished the Sookie Stackhouse series. Kind of lost my interest. I have others. But the Cat Who is really good too. It's not Agatha Christie, but it's still really good. The third is the Serpent and the Pearl. It's a Borgia, I think. Yeah, Borgia. A novel about the Borgias, which were a very influential family in Rome. And these people did stuff. They were very corrupt people, from what I understand. I watched a few episodes of Borgias on, I think it was either HBO or Stars, through Netflix, and I kind of enjoyed it. It was very interesting, and I like to read books about famous figures that I don't know much about. Like, I've heard their name in passing, but no one ever really focused on. I'm very surprised that I have not really heard of these people. Since I am an anthropology major, I've done a lot with history, and these people, I haven't really seen or read much about them, so that'll be interesting. Of course, Agatha Christie, Elephants Can Remember. I love her books also. Not only are they really easy reads, and I can read them really quickly, they're only ever like 200 pages or so. So this is a great book if you don't like ebooks. This is easy to carry around with you, very light. I love this edition. This is the Harper edition, and I love these. I don't think I've only ever seen, or at least I shouldn't say only ever, but lately I've only encountered the trade paperback of all her novels, or the mass market paperback of And There Were None, which I do recommend that too. That's really good. But I kind of, if I were to put things like that in my collection, I do prefer mass market paperback. I'm probably the only one out there on BookTube that wants mass market paperbacks. Everyone wants hardcovers or trade paperbacks. Unless it's a book that like Cinder, I would probably prefer that in a hardcover versus a paperback, because they're, the bigger they are, the more they seem to want to be damaged. And just to cut back on that, like if I were to buy Dune, if I ever wanted to buy Dune, I'd probably get in a hardcover instead of a paperback, unless I found it at the thrift store, then I don't really care. Last but not least, I'll probably do another video about comparing real books with a Kindle. Like I said before, I'm like the only one on BookTube I've seen that has a Kindle. excellent, excellent, excellent invention, the Kindle. But anyway, as you see, I still do physical books. But anyway, I decided to grab a graphic novel because I used to read manga a long time ago in high school, and I enjoyed it. They were nice, quick reads, and they were quite enjoyable. So I picked up Cursed Pirate Girl by Jeremy A. Bastian, and I didn't really look through this book. I just kind of picked it up, oh, that looks good, and walked that way with it. But I don't think you can see this clearly. The artwork's really, really nice too. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I like this kind of art style better than manga art style. And then what's really cool about this, it's kind of a ripped edge on the ends too. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not sure how fast I'm gonna get through this pile, because I do have my Kindle. I have like 40 some books on here. It's a lot. It's a lot, and this thing can be dangerous. But the main reason why I got a Kindle is because I like to take my books places, and sometimes hardcovers are really hard to take places. So that's why I got this. It's really nice and handy. I love it. If I had a chance to buy this again, I would. I definitely would. Especially since I can get library books on here and free books, such as some authors give away their books for free, and I'm always compelled to leave a review, which is awesome. They get a little bit more notoriety, but that's like the Kindle synopsis right now. Alright, so that's what I have for you today. If you have any book suggestions, I'm always looking for them, even though I have a huge TBR pile, but then again, we wouldn't be readers if we didn't have huge TBR piles. So that's kind of comes with the territory, I guess. Oh, I got pizza sauce. I'll talk to you guys later about my Kindle. Bye!